I'm pretty much done with Siege, and I say pretty much because I mainly just mean I've given up playing to win, because playing this game with the intention of performing well or winning to continue my channel has honestly taken its toll, and it's not really worth it anymore. I do honestly feel that if you play this game to win, then you won't have an enjoyable time, which I have found out. I mean, literally the other day, I kind of felt like playing a little bit of ranked, and before the start of the second round, I was already having a bad time, so I basically just left. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of the problems I have with Siege, so here it goes. I have roughly 6k hours on Siege across all my accounts, and I've played from the beginning, a relatively high standard throughout. So basically, the top ranks, at least Plat 1, Diamond, every season really. So, without sounding arrogant, I can somewhat admit that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to like the state of Siege. Now, arguably, I don't think this game has been in much more of a worse state than ever before. There are hackers everywhere. Probably 1 in 4 games has some sort of cheater, and I might note that this has been the case for about 6 to 9 months. It's been a pretty ridiculously long time like this, and Ubisoft has done pretty much nothing to acknowledge this. We've just been in the dark the entire time. With every update, there seems to be more and more cheaters on the servers, which is the polar opposite of what should be happening. As the game progresses and more updates come out, the anti-cheat should be moving with the game and constantly improving, so that the majority of these cheaters can be banned at every patch. But what happens, and what continually happens, is that they allow the number of cheaters to accumulate over a long period of time, and then after about a year, release a patch, and it's fine again. But by that time, you've just had to make your community endure about a year filled with helicopters obliterating everyone off the game. And I think the worst part about this is that Ubisoft seems to think that this is sustainable, as there have been absolutely no changes made to try and improve or speed up these ban waves. And you know, a part of me wishes there was an excuse or reason for this, but when you look at Riot's Valorant, which has been banning cheaters from the get-go without months and months of data, it really makes me wonder what Ubisoft are even doing. Also, Ubisoft are stacked. I mean, stacked. So, they have the cash to throw at this game, they're just choosing to leave it in this bad state. Now on to my next point, which is the sheer amount of bugs in this game. My god, there are a lot of bugs. And what bug to start with than the biggest, baddest bug of all. Now, Siege sound is a fucking labyrinth. When becoming good at this game, you first have to let go of your instincts to follow sound in this game. Otherwise, most scenarios will turn somewhat out like this.
He's on the left, I hear him. Oh, what the fuck? Never mind. He was on the right.
And sound is just the tip of the iceberg. Now with every patch, we go 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Remember that annoying rubber banding bug patched years ago?
I'm out.
Yeah, that one. Well, an update recently comes out and bam! Doors start rubber banding people again. And the sheer amount of bugs in this game is ridiculous. You can't go single game with at least one person in that game experiencing some sort of bug, which completely kills competitive integrity. I actually spoke to an ex-Ubi employee, and he told me about cases in which Siege decided to not acknowledge or fix bugs because they weren't publicly known yet. One example is the old recoil bug, where your bullets weren't aligned with your crosshair. It was only fixed once it was publicly known, and they supposedly knew about it for about a year. And if this was the case, then I really don't have much hope for the future of this game. Now, I don't like to complain all the time, just a little bit though. But this is probably the biggest issue with the direction of this game, in my opinion, which is the people actually making the decisions for this game. Now, you guys need to understand that the people running this game are completely clueless when it comes to running and balancing a competitive game. Give Ying 4 candelas and make the guns aim slower. And I wouldn't be surprised if these were the same people that worked on and basically killed For Honor and Brawlhalla esports scenes. Both games with very large potential, by the way. And you know what's funnier? The esports director for For Honor and Brawlhalla esports, you know, the games that died due to terrible management, is also running Siege. So with his track record, you can understand where Siege is heading as well. I mean, 2 pros have already announced their retirement from the game, pretty much due to the state of the game and Ubisoft's non-caring attitude. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are more to follow them, to be honest. Now, esports aside, the people making decisions on balancing changes have repeatedly refused to listen to the community and change whatever they want. I mean, almost all notable people within the community have been talking about nerfing Defender utility on Twitter for months now, and in the recent patch they removed Buck's nades and made Jaeger a 2-speed operator, which I think shows a complete disconnect from what the community wants. And they continue to keep adding stuff that is completely unnecessary and no one has asked for. And it's a shame that they keep making these poor and lazy fixed decisions, which have caused the game to worsen over time, with sluggish, low-skill movement, ugly recoil, and poor balancing changes, which are just cheap fixes instead of tackling the actual problem, and one-click no-skill operators, which could be played effectively by a dog. I think that we can admit that the direction of this game isn't going where we want. And I think Junus put it perfectly, saying that Siege used to be an FPS with extra spice, and now it's just busy working gadgets with a spice of FPS. Because despite all the issues that the game used to have, at its core it was an amazing game, without all the hundreds of gadgets and unnecessary operators clouding the gameplay which have made bans redundant. Because regardless of all of its occasional inconsistencies, Siege used to be a satisfying, unique and raw FPS, which I could play and enjoy for hours every day. And I think I speak for most people when I say I wish we had those days back.
I'd push it far.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh my gosh, he's so
Let's scale him.
Without any thought, I keep moving
That's
on. I don't even care if my soul is gone.
Aye!
So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a thing. Take control of your own life.
Now that that's all over, I just wanted to clarify that I don't think Siege is an inherently bad game. It's just that with all the many issues right now, it is impossible to play this game seriously and also enjoy it at the same time. Many of the fixes are achievable for Ubisoft, but they need to act drastically, and they need to act now. With that being said, I'm going to talk a little bit about the direction of my channel. Now, I was going to talk about what sort of content I may be doing in the future, but during the time I've been editing this video, I've been playing a lot of casual, messing around with friends and playing for fun. And I think these are the sort of videos I'd like to start uploading, as I enjoy making these and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching them as well.
Playing all along with. Oh, there's 2 frost mats in here.
I can't see.
Yeah, there's a frost mat under the window. Wait, don't move, Hix. Don't move. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Just, he's majestic. He's beautiful. Okay.
Don't kill him!
I'm behind him.
Oh no!
No! Oh, she looked back there.
Piss off! I'm hiding, I'm scared. What is this guy doing? He's just holding an angle.
And I may also want to start doing some operator guides as well, as I still have my knowledge from sweating in ranked for 4 years. So let me know what you think. Anyway, that's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to
playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I'm trying to run through the motions of the future. I was up buying dust, I turned it upside down. Her love was a curse and I was looking for comfort. Lessons I learned